Rise and shine, it's Aunt Spresso time. Good morning, Believe Nation, it's Evan. My one word is believe, and I believe in you. I believe you have an amazing gift inside you that I want to see explode out into the world. So grab your coffee and sip on today's message. Work passionately on your craft. Over to you, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
I think a lot of people look up to you in terms of a role model for achieving your ambitions.
Sure.
What is your advice for people watching this going, I want to do that thing. I love the way that you do this. How do I go about doing it? What is your golden rule?
I don't know if there's a golden rule. I can tell you this, that I believe anything is possible, right? I live in the world of possibility. And I also believe that we can accomplish anything with our two hands and just putting in the work with our two hands. And also, you hear this often, but it's really, really true. You got to find something, if you love what you do and be passionate about what you do and find something that you can be passionate, like it really helps. You know, it gives you that motivation when you wake up in the morning.
Doing things that you love is the number one most important rule as an entrepreneur. In my new book, The Top 10 Rules of Success, I looked at the 40 most popular top 10s that I've ever done on the channel. And the number one most consistent rule is you have to do the thing that you love. You hear it over and over and over and over again, and yet so many people are just chasing an opportunity. The reason why so many businesses fail and shut down is because the owner didn't really ever have massive passion for that business. They didn't really want to understand it. They just saw it as an opportunity. Let's go all in on Bitcoin because it's hot, even though I have no idea what Bitcoin's all about. They follow just the trend and the opportunity, and then they fall flat on their face. And they lose all their money. And that's not what I want to have happen for you. You have to do the thing that you love. So if I look at this business as an example, if I look at YouTube and what I'm making here, I love making YouTube videos. Today is going to be a full day of filming. We're making 25 big videos and then some micro videos. Yesterday was also a filming day for me, and I did 100 micro videos. And I've adjusted my schedule that every week I'm making about 100 micro videos. The only gap that I had in my schedule yesterday was to do a half-hour YouTube mastermind call with some friends of mine who are also full-time YouTubers. And I'm on this call with them, and they were asking about potentially extending our call from half an hour to an hour. They wanted to not feel so rushed in our call. They wanted to have better bonding between us, get to know each other a little bit more. And I told them, guys, I don't think I can do it. This is my only break. I've got to make 100 micro videos today. I don't know that I could lose another half an hour. I love you guys. I want to learn more about you, but it can't take up my time during my filming day. And they looked at me like I was crazy that I was making 100 micro videos that day. And they're YouTubers too. Like, they're full-time. They're in the industry that I'm in, but they can't understand the crazy work ethic and the amount that I put in to making each video happen. And their model's a little bit different too. But just imagine me now talking to people who don't get YouTube. But for me, waking up and doing that is not work. Like, I love it. I love watching the clips. I love doing the research. I love talking to the points. I love creating the content for you guys. I love doing the tests and split testing titles and thumbnails and strategy. I love it. I love everything about it. It fills me up. So working the entire day and my only break being a mastermind call isn't work. It's awesome. And it's the same thing in working here at Toronto Dance Salsa, in working with Lily to help her build her business, in working with the investments and entrepreneurs that I have in my network. I love it. Now, not every day is amazing, and not every piece of every day is amazing either, but net, I love the work that I do, which allows me to work really hard and allows me to get results. And that's the same thing across anybody who's had success. You don't find super successful people doing things that they hate. They love what they do. The people at the top in any field love what they do. And the minute that I stopped loving YouTube, as an example, that's the minute when I know I have to abandon this channel and go do something else that I love. Because if you do not love what you do and you're just chasing an opportunity, the people who love it will crush you. They're gonna put in way more work than you. They're gonna get way more skilled than you. And they're gonna win. And that's fine, let them win at that, because you're gonna be over here winning at what you love to do. So the question today is, I'm curious, what is that thing that you love to do? What is the thing that you go all in on, and when you're doing it, you get lost in it, you spend hours and you don't realize how much time has flown by because you just love it so much? What is that thing? Leave it down in the comments below. I also want to give a quick shout out to Vince Reed. Vince, thank you so much for having me on your podcast, for picking up copies of my books. I really, really appreciate the support, man, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed the read. So thank you guys again for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning for another shot of Aunt Spresso.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso, keep me going.
When you see Mark become the Joker when he's actually in the recording booth and doing these voices, he actually physically kind of twists himself and manifests himself into Joker.
Mark, sometimes I think he actually is Joker, so he just turns up and he just nails it. In fact, we rewrote all the dialogue to really fit into where he was taking Joker.
Surprise! You fell for the old sick Joker guy, Batman.
One of the things that informs the Joker is his laugh. And I remember reading the comic books, it was ha 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 ha, but lots of ho ho hee hee ho ho hee. His laugh should be like a musical instrument. It should sort of illustrate his mood. It could be ominous and intimidating. It could be gleeful and with wild abandon. But I didn't want to just have one rote laugh. I was driving in the first recording session thinking, how did I laugh? I'm on the freeways in Los Angeles. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Now, I'm sure no one in Los Angeles would look twice at somebody. Look at that guy laughing maniacally in his car.
It's actually really fun to watch him perform the character because all of the other actors are all seated and Mark has to stand to do it, and he gets his whole body into it.
They used to kid me because I was the only one who would stand up.
Yes, well, this is all tremendously boring.
They had these little, those separators that you see, like, for musicians, so your sound doesn't bleed into other people's mics. And everybody's sitting down at their little music stand, and I just thought to energize the character, to shake my fist, and I felt I've got to stand up.
What do you think we can do about that?
Well, you don't have a lot of free time to do other stuff, do you?
No, I don't.
Have there been situations where there was something that you really wanted to do, movie-wise, or any other part that you just weren't able to do because of your schedule?
Yeah, it's come up a couple times. But that's the commitment you make, particularly when you're doing a network show, is you kind of have to be willing to let some other stuff go. And it's helped me to really focus so that the projects that I do during hiatus, like the movie I'm going to do this season, is something I'm really, really passionate about because I only have one window to do something else. So it has to be something that really means a lot to me.
Black Hawk Down or any of those films we worked on, nobody asked us to. Black Hawk Down, I remember being up for 72 hours. Nobody asked me to be up for 72 hours. It was trying to do something extraordinary, trying to tell a story in an extraordinary way, trying to, be a band of brothers, not let anybody else down that was on your team.
Be superhuman.
It's not superhuman, it's human. The unfortunate thing is that you have to put the word super in front of it, when it's the ambition, it's what we should all strive for. That commitment to the gesture, to the love, to the how we approach the day, how we approach each other, how we approach humanity, how we approach art and beauty, and ultimately, in Martin's case, how we approach our instrument. There needs to be respect.
Well, let me give you the one-word secret to happiness. One word. This is all you need to be happy.
The most important word ever.
If you had to think of one word that's most important to you, or that sums you up, or that would be kind of like a little beacon.
Hey Believe Nation, if you want to know what the most important one word is for Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Oprah Winfrey, will.i.am, and Howard Schultz, I have a very special secret video for you. Check the description for details.